Alright, y'all, I'm just doing a quick video trying to show y'all my sexy outfit. Woo! Victoria's Secret in pink. Love you. Let me explain something to y'all real quick, okay, about homeless and people outside. You got to realize that not all people outside are homeless or broke. Some people outside are deprived. They're disenfranchised or they are financially abused. That means somebody in their life is holding up their money and they cannot get to it. Okay, or some people. It could be a person or a group. So don't judge the homeless just because you see us out here in the streets struggling, going through hell, being badgered every day, talked down to. Just remember that some of the homeless are not broke. Excuse me, my hair is bad right now. Some of the homeless are deprived. They're disenfranchised. They're blocked from their own money. And that's what I'm going through. I have a lot of money from different sources, but I can't get to none of it. And I was just saying, like the fucking cop was saying, you don't pay taxes. I'm like, I do pay taxes. I've been working since I was 9 and paying taxes since the age of 9 years old. Income tax, amongst other taxes I pay. We all pay these taxes. They look at us as not being taxpayers. If you go to the store and buy an item, there's a sales tax, you're a taxpayer. We're all taxpayers. The only group of people that's really kind of in the non-taxpayer group is immigrants that don't have a social security number or an I-10 and they don't pay. That's different. They don't pay income tax, but they pay a lot of other type of taxes. So we all pay. The point is that if everybody's chipping in, then everybody has to get their fair share. If we're all chipping in, we all paying in, we all need to get our fair share. So if the homeless are chipping in, paying all this money, sales tax, whatever type of luxury tax or whatever stuff they buy and they pay tax on it, then we need to get our fair share. And we pay income tax too at the end of the year because most homeless people go file their taxes at the end of the year and they pay and get a return. But they'll say, well, you get a return, so that's not paying taxes. It is, because the IRS is still taking a chunk of it. They still taking some money. Okay? They giving money, but they keeping money too. Okay? And then you got a lot of homeless that don't file their taxes, and they just lose everything. They lose all that money. It stays with the IRS. See what I'm saying? And you got a lot of people that's incarcerated that don't file. All their money stays with the IRS. So the IRS is making money off the homeless and the incarcerated people and whoever do not file and do not get their returns. And they can file. Homeless and incarcerated people can file their taxes and get their returns. But most of them don't do it because they don't have time. They don't want to be bothered. See what I'm saying? So you cannot say the homeless and the incarcerated do not pay. They do pay taxes because they don't get their income tax returns. Okay? I didn't get mine. I didn't get nothing from Jackson Hewitt. Went to Jackson Hewitt to do my taxes. They did my taxes. I didn't get a dime from their ass. That's ridiculous, right? Not one damn dime. They didn't send me a check for 5 cents. And I went down there twice, 2-3 times, getting all this paperwork and everything ready for them to do my taxes. The bitch did my taxes in less than 30 minutes. And I got absolutely nothing from them, not one penny. She kept the refund and all the stimulus checks and routed them out to whoever, saying I had raped, I owe people money, I rape people, I owe child support. I don't owe no fucking child support and I ain't raped nobody. And the people they gave the money to are people that I've never even met.
You don't want to sell this?
It's mine.
You're not selling it of it?
Well, no, I'm not. No, sir. He wants to buy my stuff. Everybody wants to buy homeless people's stuff. Anyway, I got a lot of stuff. See that? A lot of expensive shit. So, yeah, Jackson Hewitt did not give me a fucking penny. Do you understand that? And I went to them and did everything I was supposed to do. She processed the return. It was not rejected. It was not rejected that I know of. The checks were mailed. because I called to verify if the checks had been mailed. They said yes. I said, well, where's the check? We mailed it to your address. I don't get mail at that address. I told you to deposit it into my account. Well, we tried to deposit it. It didn't go through. Really? It didn't go through? No, it didn't get through. We couldn't get it in there. You couldn't get it in my account. The bank would not allow it. The bank would not allow it. I said, okay, well, if you're saying the bank did not allow you to deposit money in my account and you had to convert it to a check and mail it, then why didn't anybody notify me and let me know that? I could have gave you a different account. We could have tried this another way. I'm sorry, ma'am, we've already mailed the checks. They've already gone to the address you put on file. What address was that? Such and such, such and such. I can't get mail at that address. I would have gave you a mailing address if you needed to send checks. See what I'm saying? This is what they did. They blamed it on the bank and said the bank could not accept the deposits in the account. Something was wrong with the account. Mailed the checks got stolen, and I ain't never seen the money. So the IRS has to locate those checks and try to get the money in their bank so they can resend it again. And that's going to be a process. So this is the type of stuff they do to homeless people and black people. And we have to be aware of it, that they're going to try to nickel and dime us and deprive us of everything we have. And we have to be prepared for the worst. Expect the best and be prepared for the worst. And so that's why my goal at this point is to try to get my CDL, my driver's license. If that doesn't work, then I'm going to another country. Because when it gets to the point of them saying I don't pay taxes, but they stole 3-4 stimulus checks and my income tax refund check, and then keep saying I don't pay taxes. But the IRS stole 4 checks from me, and I didn't get no money. The IRS in Jackson Hewitt stole 4 checks. Each check was like $1,400 to $1,800. Y'all do the math on that. It's about $10,000 gone. And they saying I don't pay taxes. I'm just lazy and I need to go to labor ready. It's bullshit. So I gotta go. Y'all can have this shit. We know we can't get no money in this country. We know we can't get no housing. We know we can't get a fucking driver's license and get off the streets and get a vehicle. We can't get a vehicle. We can't get employment. You can't get housing. And you damn sure ain't gonna get no education. That's not even an option. They're not gonna let you on none of these school campuses homeless, dragging bags and shit. So you're not gonna get education either. You can't get shit. Sit out here in the streets and beg and wait for them to hand you something, and it ain't gonna be what you want. It's gonna be what they want to give you. That's it. That's the condition of the homeless in this country at this time. And really the only way that they have made for us to get out of it is employment. You have to find a source of employment that'll deal with your homeless situation and help you get income. That's it. You can put your stuff up in storage, get your stuff out the way, or find somebody to hold it for you, or bring it to work with you. However, you got to find an employer that's willing to work with you not having transportation. You can't take a shower before you get to work. You might be bringing bags with you. You might not have all your IDs. You might end up in jail because you're sleeping outside after work or sleeping from here to there after work. See what I'm saying? So employers, I'm pressing upon the U.S. Department of Labor and the employers to be very, very lenient on their homeless employees, to let them come to work the best way they can. If they get locked up, let them come back to work when they get out and help them get their IDs that they need to work. Have a storage space for them to store their stuff. Well, I know that sounds ridiculous, but it's the truth. You know, I say the route to getting out of homeless is through employment, income. You know, and if we need employment to get out of this shit, because that's the only way they've given us, pretty much, then we need these employers to be lenient with us. Help us out. We're trying to get out of this mess. We're trying. Okay? And we try to do like our own business or vending, they shut that down for the homeless. Homeless cannot vend or do their own business most of the time. So we're stuck with employment. Education is not an option, like I said, because we have too much crap. Can't take showers and come looking decent to class. See what I'm saying? So, employment. The U.S. Department of Labor got to help us. HUD is not going to do it. HUD obviously left us in the streets in a lurch. We need the DOL to help us and come up with jobs that we can work in this type of situation here. Look at all this shit I have. See what I'm saying? They got to come up with something. Otherwise, I'm finna start a mass migration of homeless people to other countries. We're leaving. You know? We finna go to Europe. We're going to Central America. We getting the fuck out of here because we cannot keep doing this. This is not gonna work. We're leaving. And that's it. So, DOL, y'all get something done. HUD figured out. The politicians, the Congress, the legislatures, the assemblies, whatever, y'all figure this out. Because if not, I'm finna start a migration. We got to go. It's called the We Got to Go movement because we tired of living like this. Y'all ain't giving us no way out of this mess. No realistic way out. So I just wanted to talk to y'all briefly about that. A lot of people wonder how I became homeless. I've been homeless off and on my whole life. As a refugee from another country. My mother, did some things and got us into this country, but she did not think about the effects of it. The future effects of what she did. So I kind of got left in a bind with a bad father who uses my immigration status to badger me and push me around and to do bad things to people. He uses our immigration refugee status. So they swear to God I'm black African American. I said that's cool. I don't mind being black African American. If I am black African American, I need these black African American people to help me because I'm out here in the streets. Bro, why the black people can't come through for me? See what I'm saying? Black people are supposed to be helping each other and uplifting each other and being good to each other. Shit. These black folks is like, look, we can't help you either because you really not one of us. You one of them that came over here and you look like one of us. They're like, you're not really black. You look black and you look African, but you're not. So we're not going to sit up here and waste our money on you when we know you're not real. You're just an illusion, an appearance. See, so I can't get a lot of help from black people either because I'm not a black American. You know what I'm saying? I'm a black immigrant American. And they don't like helping us. They want us to get help from our own group, which we have no group. Black immigrant Americans have no group unless you have like a family or a neighborhood. I don't have a family. Family's scattered. Family's from another country too. Neighborhood. I went to my neighborhood. Y'all seen what happened. I ended up in jail. The neighbors got me put in jail because of gentrification, which is a whole nother set of issues that we've been caught up in for generations. Gentrification. So gentrification got me put in jail in my own neighborhood where I grew up because of the neighbors. They have changed the neighborhood out. And so that's not an option no more either. That would have been my last and best option was to go to my original neighborhood where I grew up. No, I've been there. No, they don't want us there. They say I'm too dark, too black. I'm like, this is a black neighborhood. This is the neighborhood I grew up in. It's a black area of town. How am I too black to be in the black neighborhood? That's what they claimed. And they called the police numerous times on me and then eventually got me arrested and trespassed off my own grandmother's property in a black neighborhood that's been gentrified and turned into a mixed neighborhood. So we can't even rely on our neighborhood. We can't rely on our family. It's just us. We rely on whoever the Lord sends our way. So as a very controversial ethnic minority group of blacks that are from other countries, like, we need to start organizing and getting some things done and helping each other. And for those of us that are black from another country and we're being presented as being black Americans, we also need to help each other as an even smaller ethnic minority group of blacks that are from another country, but they think they're from the United States, or that's what's on their documents, that they're from here, but they're not. See what I'm saying? We're another ethnic minority group that needs to be organized, you know, come up with a plan, figure out a plan, you know? How we gonna survive this? How are we gonna find our place in this society and in this world? What are we gonna do? How are we gonna help our children and descendants? We've got to come up with a plan for them. It's difficult. It's a challenge. It's a challenge I feel like our ancestors created. However, we have to fix it. They let them do it, now we have to fix it. You know? Whatever reason they let them do it, it's over, it's done. You can't go and redo what they did and fix it. You have to just take it from today and move forward. Like, if I could, I would go to 1960, 1970, when all them people were going to Vietnam. And I say, look, don't bring no people to the United States from over there, because they ain't gonna get equal rights. They're gonna get treated like shit. Don't bring them over here. You start find somewhere else for them to go. Cause this ain't the country for us. Okay? This is not the country for refugees from the Vietnam War. It's not. They don't even like the veterans from the Vietnam War, let alone the refugees. Okay? So we are not appreciated in this country. We are hated in this country. And this was not the place for us to go. You know, they should have found a better country for us to go. We're stuck here though. So we've got to figure it out one day at a time. One move at a time, one situation at a time. And I just say, may God guide us, may God protect us, and may God spare us. Because he knows we ended up in here, in this country, on a whim, because somebody brought us over here from that part of the world. We didn't make the decision, they did. Now we're paying for it. We're paying for it, seriously. Ain't no way around it. So we've got to figure something out. And that's just my message to y'all that I wanted to share. I got up this morning. Police were badgering me. I did the video. I decided last night I was going to take a wash off out here if I had to. The sun is shining, you see this? And I still took a wash off. Put clean, nice clothes on. Armpits, everything shaved. I shaved and everything. I can brush my teeth, wash my face. I'm going to fix my hair, put my makeup on. Everything outside, right here on the city sidewalk area. Look. Right here. Now that's just fucking crazy. There's no reason for that. There's no reason you can't get us a room or somewhere to go do our hygiene off the streets. They won't do it. I asked the police numerous times. Can you get us somewhere? Can you show us where to go? Get settled, situated, and do what we need to do. I don't know what to tell you, ma'am. There's nowhere to go. Even the police supervisor said that. There's nowhere to go. Look at the video. I'm going to try to post it. Nowhere to go. So I'm like, if there's nowhere to go, then how am I supposed to take a shower and change clothes and stuff? Go downtown, see if you can go to the shelter. I've done that numerous times. There ain't no way to go take a shower downtown either. They have long lines of people waiting. And sometimes they don't even open the shower. They just say it's not open today. That's their discretion. So, this is what we're dealing with. Sidewalks, public places, wherever we can go. That's just what it is. So I ask y'all to have compassion and patience and decency with the homeless, and just realize we're doing the best we can in a very dangerous, difficult situation. If you want to be nice and help the homeless, that's the better route. It's to help them instead of complaining, badgering, and calling cops. Help them out. As long as they ain't causing no problems, do something nice for them. That's going to encourage them and help them move along. You know? So I just want to throw that out there for y'all. Hopefully God's going to start making some moves for us so we can get off these streets and get some things done. And that's it for now, y'all. Peace. Black Lives Matter. Love y'all. Bye.